What's up, gang? It's your girl Kiana Sharice, and I'm back with another video, y'all. Today is a car vlog with your girl Kiana Sharice. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my testimony about my car. I just got off of work at 7:26. I'm supposed to be off at 7 o'clock. 6:56, but I end up having to wait for a co-worker, but that's okay, y'all. I'm just gonna do this vlog while the car warms up. If you can hear, I know you hear that in the background, the car is kind of warming up. But anyways, y'all, early last year in March, I had to give my Buick back. Everybody remember my Buick Princess? Here's a picture of Princess. Yes, I had to give Princess back because she was having a lot of difficulties, and the more money that I was putting in of getting her fixed is like I could have just got a car with it. So I was getting her fixed. Nothing would fix her. The people that I got her from was JD by Rider. And it was my first car, and I didn't do too much research. It was just horrible. That was my favorite car, like, for real. My first car is like, your first car is like your love. Like, seriously, like, okay, I'm about to learn how to do this. So I'm going to learn how to take care of responsibilities. So she ended up giving up on me, y'all, so I had to let her go. When I moved, I took her all the way to North Carolina. She was doing good. I took her back and forth to Springfield, Missouri when I was in the process of transitioning here to move here, and Princess just was not with it. So I had to just let her go, and I really do miss her. Like, y'all had so much space. So then March came around. I was looking for a car. So both of my cars I have gave up willingly. They didn't come and repoed it. I gave it up willingly. The second car I got was the Honda Sonata 2016. I was on my payments. I was communicating with them, calling back and forth, and I went through a third party called Credit Acceptance. I went through a place here to buy the car, which was Never Say No, and they go through Credit Acceptance. That's who you go through to pay and do your payments and stuff. I went through them. My payments was probably like $470 something. I'm a CNA, I'm a nurse, so yeah, a nurse assistant, so yes, I was making good money. I just moved in my place in March too, so I had a new car and a place, so I was balancing car and a new place at the same time. Not saying that I wasn't trying to make them and I wasn't making the payments. I was. That communication with me was horrible. Like, we made payment arrangements. The first time the payment arrangement was not in the system. The car got repoed. I was at home cleaning up, doing my little daily stuff, cleaning. And I look outside, the car was gone. I'm like, what is going on? Where's my car? So I'm calling them, and they're like, oh, you missed the payment. Whoa, the payment's not due until 2 weeks when I get paid. Like, I just paid y'all for the month of April. Now, you're telling me my car is gone in May? So, they did that to me. And I kept calling. All they was talking about was money. Nobody had told me what was going on, how the payment arrangement was not in there. If you are on voice call or your call is getting recorded, you can go back and review those calls. So why no one reviewing the calls? So a couple of days I was calling back to back trying to figure out what was going on. The lady finally told me that the guy that I talked to, she saw all my records. The guy that I talked to did not even put our payment arrangement that rearranged on the phone in the system. So that's why the system automatically did it as a repo. This was the first time they came and repoed the car. I just want to say, I'm not saying this to say that I'm all this in a bag of chips. No, I'm going to tell y'all that I go through real life situations, even as a YouTuber, as a businesswoman, as a woman of the world. I go through real life situations, and I want somebody else to know you're not alone. You're not alone in none of the situations you go through. So I had the car. I got the car back June 1st. I had to pay $700. I had to pay the amount that we have talked about. It was the $470 plus the repo amount was like $200 some dollars. So that was almost $700, y'all. I paid. Okay. Detroit, I'm like, I need a car. I was starting my NA programs throughout the summer, and I didn't know no buses. I didn't know how to drive buses. I was not doing none of that. So it was just a rough time. When I was driving the car, they had an automatically stop button on my car. They started to stop the car while I was driving when I could have hit 2 poles and a car at the same time. So I had to turn around. Luckily, I wasn't too far from home. So I had to turn around, somehow get the wheel to stir, turn around, and park the car back in the driveway. I mean, the little parking lot. And I called them back like, what's going on? Why is this car finna shut down on me? I'm getting ready to get in accidents. Y'all must be paying for my accident bills. So the lady just goes all over the place with money. And I'm like, I done paid y'all. Like, I don't have another payment until the end of the month. What else do you guys want from me? Come August, I was just over it. I kept calling my godmom every day. I said, I don't know what got to happen, but I don't know what lesson God is trying to teach me, but I'm tired. I was so tired in my body, out of the car was stressing me out. So that's why sometimes I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't on there as much because I was stressed out in my natural body. Then my natural body started to get sick. I started to not feel good. I was not myself, y'all. And plus I had classes on top of it, waking up 6 a.m. in the morning. It was all over the place. So once I was done with classes and I was able to come back to my job, I was going back and forth with clinicals at my job, and then I had to go to the other hospital to do our classes. So now my hospital that I'm at now, my job, I'm not even far, probably like 10 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm like, I gotta get this car up. This car has to go. So maybe April 10th, April 15th, I told him to come and pick the car up. I was done. I didn't care at that moment. I didn't care what was going on my credit. I didn't care how it was going. I just gave up on it. And I was tired. So I went 4 months with riding the Ubers. I spent over maybe $60 to $100 a month on Ubers. I had a set time to get a new car in September. That didn't go around. I had a set time in October to get a set car. That didn't go around. So I started, when I had those 4 months off, I walked to work, and it would took me 1 hour and 30 minutes, y'all. 1 hour and 30 minutes I walked back and forth to work. I started getting tired. I started crying on the way to work. I started crying on my way to home, asking God, why me? Why am I in this situation? What am I doing wrong? Teach me. And he started to show me things, started to unravel things. So I got my apartment in line. I was almost close of losing my apartment because I was so focused on that car and make sure I had a car when I wasn't focused on making sure I had a place to stay. Some of y'all may not know, I was homeless. I was sleeping in my car maybe 2 weeks out of a month. It was like the end of February, the first week of March, I think. I moved in my place. I don't remember what day I moved in my place in March, but I moved in my place, and I stayed there until I had all the money I needed to move in my place. God made a way through that, y'all. I went there, filled out the application, boom, on the bam, I was approved. So back to the car. My brother went to a place here, a car lot here, and I'm like, okay, the Christian folks, they'll work with you, they'll understand you. So I started just researching the whole 4 months. I'm like, okay, I saw one car. I said, God, I want this car. I want to get a car from this place. So in September, the beginning of September, I told them, okay, I'm gonna be there in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks rolled around, y'all. I had to pay rent. I was behind on rent trying to catch up. And now that I had everything in line, y'all. God, let me tell you, God will show you things. He will put things in your face to let you know this is what you're doing wrong. This is what needs to happen. He will move things around. So he started to move things around, and I'm like, okay, I got this, y'all. Like, I started to get on time for my bills in November, so I was able to do it every month now. And I'm like, so then come November, I went to the place. I was on the bus, and I told my godmom, I told the Lord, I said, this is my last time riding this bus. Long story short, I said, this is my last time riding the bus. So y'all, I went there early in the morning. As soon as I got off, they opened at 8 o'clock. I rode the Uber there. I went to Walmart first. I waited. I walked around Walmart. Y'all, it takes me a long time to walk through Walmart. About an hour and a half. I walked through Walmart, and I said, okay, God, I'm going to get this car. I was shaking a little bit. I went there. I told the guy, I said, this is how much I have. This is how much this is how much I have. I need a car right now. I said, I don't have any more time to wait until no January. I need something right now. So he goes, okay, let me see what I can do for you. So he just started going through he goes through his website with his cars that he have, and I'm like, and he asked me, what car do you want? And I said, well, I want the Honda Elantra that you have. And he said, okay. He said, well, this is how much it is. Okay. Financing. Okay. So y'all got the car for a nice price. So then I went, okay, so then I said, okay, this is how much I have. I can have everything. So he calls his boss, his bigger boss. He's the boss, but he has a bigger boss. So he calls his boss, and he goes, well, I got this lady. They knew me by my brother. So I got this lady, such sister, here, and she's looking for a car. She can't wait no longer. She wants something right now. And he shows me different cars that he have, and he goes, what car, I can hear him a little on the phone. So he goes, what car does she want? And he tells her. He said, okay. He said, how much is the price of the car? And he said, okay. He said, all I hear is okay. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, y'all not telling me, y'all not communicating with me, what's going on? So I end up sitting there, and I'm waiting, y'all. I'm waiting. So he goes, okay, we can do the application. Let's do the application. The application was one sheet, y'all. And he was like, I said, so how long I'm asking questions, y'all. I'm asking all the questions my godmom told me to ask. Like, I'm prepared this time. I'm prepared. So I'm asking questions. I'm like, okay, so what's going on? How long would it take? How long will I know if I'm approved? All that. So he said, okay, let me go to the office. Let me figure it out. I fill out the application. We just having a conversation, just laughing and giggling. And he goes, okay. I said, so how long would it take? He said, he was just trying to tell me, I'm going to call you when the car is ready. He had to do all kinds of things with the car, make sure it was ready for me and whatever. They have to do inspection here in Missouri, or they cannot sell you the car. It has to go on an inspection. So he goes, okay, let me see. So he goes on there, and he goes, oh, you're approved. You said what? Come again. You're approved. Wait a minute. I was so in awe, like, huh? What? I said, I'm approved. I said, you didn't even. I said, what? He said, I'm the one. It comes to my desk, and I approve it. I said, what? I said, so I don't go through no third party. I don't go to no bank, none of that. He said, no, he said, no. They don't do no credit checks or none of that unless you go through the banks or you go through like a third party. And I said, you don't have to do a credit check or nothing? He said, no. I said, excuse me. Y'all, I was so happy. I was like, I told God on that bus I was not leaving that place until I got off that off of that car lot with keys in my hand. And right now, y'all, I'm driving in my Hyundai Elantra 2013 all black tinted windows, a car that I want, y'all. I'm halfway there. I'm getting ready to pay my baby off. I'm keeping my baby until my kids get old. They probably gonna be like, Mama, this car is too old. We too new, Mama. Okay, this still gonna be your first car. Y'all got it. So when you sit back, you listen to God, and you stop doing stuff and stop putting things in your hands and you put it in his hands, y'all, I'm telling y'all, he will make a way out of no way. But you have to trust him. And that's what I wasn't doing. I wasn't trusting him. I kept on second guessing him when he kept saying, I am in control of whatever is happening in your life. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I called I'm in Walmart. He said, well, I'm going to call you when everything's done. You just get your money together and all that. I said, I got it. I just got to take it off the card. I got you. So he was just like, I'll call you maybe 1, 2 o'clock. You come, pick it up. Everything done. We do the paperwork. I said, no freaking way. I said, God, tears could not fall by my eyes, God, because I could not believe it. I'm like, what? I got a car? What? So after Thanksgiving, I think it was the Thanksgiving week, I think it was November 24th, I got my 3rd car. Yes, y'all probably like, Kiana, 3 cars? I don't care what y'all say, judge me how you want to judge me. Only you real can be real. You have to be real with yourself. Only you can be real with yourself. If you're not real with yourself, nobody else is going to be real with you. So y'all, I was just like, wow. It took a long time to actually sit and sync with me, y'all. And I'm like, I'm driving my own car, y'all. I got her a little bit. I am going to do a car vlog, though. I mean, a car vlog. I am going to do a car tour in a couple of weeks. But y'all, I'm so excited. God is awesome. Like, y'all just don't know. He's so awesome. He's amazing. He's perfect. He's the only God that's perfect. He's the only person that's perfect. He's the only one. And I'm just so in awe, y'all. If you're out there and you're going through a struggle right now, maybe it's financially, family, spiritually, naturally, or physically, dealing with health issues, family issues, trust God. Put all your trust in him. I know you're saying it's hard because of flesh. Yes, that flesh is a thing. That flesh will get you. But once you start to rise up and you tell that flesh to sit back, God is in control, and you get in control of your flesh. How do you get in control of your flesh? Fasting and praying and getting in the word, y'all. I'm so serious. I'm just happy, y'all. Yeah, so me and my baby has been riding. We've been doing really good. I'm so excited. So prices, everything, y'all, I'm so in awe. And I didn't pay no $2,600. I didn't pay no $1,800. Y'all feel me? So I'm just so excited. If you have any questions, any concern, any prayer requests, y'all, please leave them down, even in the comment below if you want people to read it, or even in my inbox, y'all. Hit me up on Facebook, Kiana Sharice. I will be praying for you, and I will touch and agree. God said when 2 or 3 is gathered in my name, I will be there in the midst of him. And y'all, I had my godmom praying with me, my brother praying with me, I had people praying with me. People was coming to me with testimonies. And here I am giving my testimony. And I want to say, y'all, God is awesome. So I hope you guys get something from this testimony. Not that God would just give you things just to give it to you. God will give you things to teach you. God will take things away for you can also learn a lesson. When you are going through a situation more than once, he's trying to get your attention. Listen up, open your eyes, open your ears, and listen to the Lord. Thank you all for watching. This is your girl, Kiana Sharice. I am out of here. And yeah, see you guys.